Okay, Sag. There's some energies I'm not really surprised by today, especially considering the energy we're currently in. And there's a lot of energy tied to the Libra South node, which means, a moving away from people pleasing, you know. And yeah, I do think that Sagittarius often, you know, falls in that category where we will put people before ourselves, we will help people before we help ourselves. Um, and I feel like that is there. There may be like particular situations, right, going on right now because the South Node is the energy you're being affected by. So this is definitely about the past in a way. Um, but I feel like you may really be feeling it. And I mean, it's for the ultimate good because it's going to move you into the energy of honoring yourself more. Because status quo is here and back and forth. Like, oh my gosh, that's so Libra South node. So, special, you may be thinking about or things that may be coming into play right now are situations that it kind of never get better. Like, it always returns to some sort of past pattern. But now, definitely you're sitting in Seven of Wands energy, which says, I'm going to honor myself. I'm not doing this anymore. So particularly if you have found yourself in cycles with people, um, particularly in and out people, because that's that back and forth energy, always feeling like you're on a seesaw, like it won't go anywhere. We always return to the original thing, and I feel like at this point you're saying no. No, I can't. No, I can't. And, it's funny because I didn't post the midnight messages last night because I definitely saw it was very similar to the night before where we're seeing a Knight of Swords who wants to heal things definitely, and it just keeps repeating. And I know that everyone tends to be like, you know what, I'm not about the past, but we are completing cycles here. So the past may come up, and so I don't know what to say about that. But underneath the deck is the Ten of Swords. Lovely. The Ten of Swords is completion. The Ten of Swords is, it could be an end to, like, even when it comes to self-betrayal. Because when we let people, like, repeat patterns with us or do us wrong or whatever, you know, it, I feel like this has to do with self-betrayal. Like, you're betraying yourself, when you allow certain things, right? And definitely seeing it, judgment, you know, and this is really beautiful because you're ending some pain from the past, particularly in relationships. Two of Cups and the Eight of Cups, right? It could be healing. I mean, there definitely could be healing with people from the past, people you've been very close to. The Two of Cups represents a bond. It's not always romantic love, it is a bond. This could involve you walking away from it totally, even though you really don't want to, because that's the Eight of Cups. We love that. But, because there's only, mm, kind of like just like the Five of Cups, right? There's some cups turned over, there's some cups that are upright, but what happens more than anything is that there's not enough to sustain it. And you know, I feel like I feel like particularly in relationships, you're just walking away from betraying yourself, walking away from letting people hurt you like this. It's kind of that, really that energy of I can't, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't do this anymore. And for me, that's really some beautiful shadow healing. So you might want to take a look at what are some things that just keep repeating and never really go anywhere. right? What are some situations that aren't honoring you at this moment? Some relationships that aren't honoring you. How do I step up for myself more? Because this is the energy we're in. Even if you say you're not for the past, because nobody is, the past is gone, right? Somehow, these things affect you, and it may be a certain way of being. It may be some things that you have allowed that you're not allowing anymore. And, you know, uh, unfortunately, like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I will just go silent. I will just leave. I'm not here for the fight, basically. I'm not here for the fight. For me, that's not worth it. you know um but I kind of feel like someone is forcing you into the fight, to be honest. And you know what I always feel in terms of confrontation, I'm very non-confrontational, but what I will feel is, because I know if you want to confront with me, the truth is going to be so brutal. Somebody's going to be crying, and I tend to not want to take it there. And you tend to like also know, when are people even ready to hear it? What's the point of saying it if I've said it before and you haven't heard it? That kind of energy. But your energy is good. It is. Because you're really focused on you. Okay, for Sagittarius energy, there's the Sun, the Page of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. You're really about being happy and looking for things that make you happy, looking for new beginnings that make you happy. And this is really about you being satisfied. This is about you personally, because the Nine of Cups is here, and that's what you're focused on. It seems like someone won't let it be. Okay. It does because as far as who is in your energy, how people that are affecting you are the Strength reverse, Three of Wands reverse, and Two of Swords. Like, I mean, this is someone who is kind of at a low point right now. They really are. And it's like you see that this person keeps themselves stuck. Okay? You see that because the Eight of Swords is here with the King of Wands and the Hermit. Because I feel like with this person, you're always torn. Should I give them this brutal truth? Because this could be a person that feels like life has dumped on them, right? Especially with Strength reversed. And it's always because they're unwilling to see that they need to do things differently. Like, they just won't see it. And I feel like this is very frustrating for you. Because you know that they don't see it. And to you, it's like, it's just do it, right? With the King of Wands. So I feel like there are some things that with this person you really want to say, and you don't because you're not trying to hurt them. But you're also tired of hearing about how life does them wrong, because you really feel like this person is their own worst enemy. And it comes from a place of them sticking with what is comfortable for them, because that's not a Sagittarius energy. We do not stick with what's comfortable. We're here for the change. We're here for, if it doesn't work, then we're going to stop doing that and we're going to do things different. And it feels like this person, this is the thing that they won't see. And I feel like that is what you may be dealing with today, which is really frustrating for you, especially because you're just trying to do you. You're just trying to, do what's best for you, do what makes you happy. And you're a Page of Pentacles. You're not afraid to look at new things and new ways. And I feel like this is kind of where you butt heads with this person. This might even be this back and forth energy. And what's working for you is the Eight of Pentacles. You actually are discovering new things. You are, really working on yourself. You could be spending time on learning new things, right? New skills and just there's a sense of working hard towards new avenues here. Your challenge is this person. Because every time this person comes back or this person talks to you or opens that door or opens up to you, all of a sudden you're in the Seven of Pentacles. You're back in a holding pattern of, non-discovery, things not moving. And I feel like as much as you really care about this person, with the Page of Cups being here, you really care about them, but it's hard because you feel like you can't get anywhere with this person. And then it kind of like it will pull you back from what it was you were trying to do for yourself, right? And you don't want to be cruel, that's for sure. You don't want to be cruel. But let's see. The Death card is here with the Moon and the Knight of Pentacles. Something you say to this person starts to sink in. Because all of a sudden, changes are happening. And there's a new path forged. And all of a sudden, I do feel like this is this person. Seven of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. So whatever you say to this person, I'm kind of saying, Sag, do not hold back. Like these things that you haven't wanted to say to this person probably because you don't want to hurt them, it's time for you to say them. Okay? You don't have to initiate the conversation. And I don't think you have to, because I think that this person's going to come to you. Do not hold back, because this person needs this. Like, they might even not know that they need this, but they need this. And I feel like what you say is going to have an effect on this person this time. I don't know why exactly. I don't know how this is happening, but definitely this is happening. Because it's time to move past this. You may also be telling this person, how they haven't been there for you. How they haven't honored you. But not only that, is that this energy doesn't honor you anymore. You can't do it anymore. And this comes out of a space of, I have to do what is best for me. Okay? Yeah, I have to do what's best for me. So let's see what you need to focus on today. I had put these cards away, but I just love these cards so much. I'm like, let me pull them back out. So what does Sagittarius need to focus on today? And right now is really a time for self-care. As we're leading up to the eclipse, and the eclipse doesn't last long. But, I don't know if you noticed what's been going on globally. There are a lot of big changes happening. So, right now, it's not really about doing anything. It's more about just taking care of yourself. And I think this all coming up is a good thing, because I think that this is going to set you up for never doing this again. So this is definitely ending a pattern of, back and forth for you. I love this, Sagittarius. I love this. So let's see what you need to focus on today. Oh. Oh, giraffe foresight is on the bottom, which is really you, Sag. So what does Sagittarius need to focus on? That's about the big picture. Oh, pay attention to the signs. All right. Yeah. Specifically, I'm going to pull a signs card too. But if you see an L, we know that that means wisdom and new beginnings. Forgiveness is here too. What does Sagittarius need to focus on? Tell me about this forgiveness. Serenity. Yeah, you may be giving someone forgiveness to create peace. But on some measure, you are sharing some wisdom with this person. So I don't actually feel like I don't feel like you're just saying nothing, because I do feel like you're saying something. I definitely do. So let's get you a sign. Let's see what the signs are that you're supposed to look out for. It may be that the way that you deliver, the way that you speak, the way that you're actually, you know, standing in your truth and delivering your truth may be different. Maybe it's softer, Sag. Maybe it's softer. But there is a sense that you can't hold your peace anymore. You've done that, and that hasn't worked. That has kept this cycle going, right? And we've been seeing that all week, too. So let's see, what signs should Sagittarius be looking for? What sign should... 10-10. Oh my gosh. Something is ending, so something can begin. Death and rebirth. I'm telling you guys, this is happening. This is happening. Okay. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. 777. Luck is on your side. A new cycle is being reborn. And 1515. It's time to take new actions and try new things. Positive change. So definitely this pattern is completing. Okay. You might think, especially if there is a specific person who comes in to talk to you, you might think that this is reactivating this pattern, but it's not. It's coming in to end it. And rebirth is here, and there's going to be a lot of changes that, so if you're seeing these numbers, we're seeing 1010 repeatedly, and yesterday was 1010. If you start seeing sevens, that there's rebirth. Now, this could mean a new beginning with this person. It could, it sure could. And it could be a very positive one. But in order for that to happen, and even in order for any positive changes to happen here, there needs to be completion. So you might notice and say to yourself, why is this happening again? For completion. For completion, Sag. I know it's always like that. You think, I'm so over this, but on the bottom of the deck is pennies again. A fresh start is coming with 666, which actually isn't the devil's numbers, y'all. It is. That's about, what you're thinking and your intuition and your instincts. And so, from the inside, Spirit wants you to start thinking about fresh starts. Fresh starts. Fresh starts, Sag. So let's get a mindful message. See what would help you today. What would help Sagittarius? And I'm so glad that yesterday's reading was so well received, because it was just something I did for fun. So I'm going to start, doing more of those. It doesn't mean the messages aren't true. It just means they're a little lighter in nature. So I think later today I'm going to see who's talking about you. What are they saying? What's the buzz? So what would be good for Sag? Unlimited. I create my reality with the thoughts I think and things I focus on. I am unlimited in my ability to create a beautiful life full of good and love. So it may be time to really redirect your thoughts, because, what we focus on, we attract in this life. And definitely in terms, and this is a very hard flow for Sagittarius, because we're big picture people, so we're always thinking down the line, but they want you to think about right now and think that your life is so amazing right now, and really take moment for moment. Like being in the present is actually harder than you might think it is. And it was actually Eckhart Tolle that I through his books, I learned how to do it. And it really is like focusing on what you are doing moment to moment. Like, for instance, say you're washing the dishes, you focus on all the small details of washing the dishes. And this is how you kind of train your mind to stay in the present moment. It's really amazing and it takes practice, y'all. It takes practice. I know I've kind of abandoned my new channel, but I am going to definitely start it. I just, oh gosh, I'm trying to figure out how to have time for everything. You know what I mean, Sag? And I appreciate your support, your love, the personal readings, all the likes, the follows, the comments. I love y'all. And remember, every Friday, I do a free mini for supporters. And I pick a person every week. It's just whoever I feel needs a message, okay? So, I appreciate y'all and your feedback. And let me know if this eclipse brings you any changes. I would love to hear about it. Toodles.